So, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Nice warm up kirtan. Welcome everyone to the Sunday feast. My name is Govinda Das. I'm a disciple of His Holiness Prabhupada Swami and I reside in Vrindavan. My service is chanting Hare Krishna for some years. And I travel a little bit to escape the heat of India, Vrindavan in the summer. It gets very hot, 40 to 50. No AC. Celsius. Yeah, Celsius. What is that? 110, 150, 20? Here. But here you have AC, nice ceiling, of course. There's no relief there. It's Tapobhumi, the land of tapasya, austerities. And austerities are very conducive for spiritual advancement. You know, if you're not willing to make any or tolerate any austerities, then it, what is it? The austerity is the ornament of the Brahmanas, right?
The wealth.
The
wealth of the Brahmanas.
Wealth or an ornament.
Same.
Ornament. You know, the decoration. We read when Kashyapa Muni, Srila Prabhupada described him in one purport, then he he was kind of aloof from his material body, kept his material body well kept, and you know, and he was kind of disheveled, and he had jada, method hair, and dreadlocks, you see in America, and so he didn't take care of his body. He was doing meditation, he was in samadhi, but because he was so pure, there's pavitra and apavitra, you know, cleanliness, and there is, let's say for here example, everything is spotlessly clean, almost spotlessly clean, but this sinful life is happening, so it's apavitra, you know, in that sense it is impure, you know, so purity doesn't just mean clean streets, you know. Sometimes in India the streets are not so clean, but many of the people follow a pure lifestyle, you know, so you can't judge everything by the externals. You know? So Vrindavan can be difficult, but you know, if it is for the sake of your spiritual master and for Guru and Krishna, we embrace those difficulties. We take pleasure in the austerities, because it just shows our love for our spiritual master, for Guru and Gauranga. If you just live a very comfortable life, everything's very easy and smooth, then what's the difficulty? You're not taking any difficulties for the sake of your Guru. What did Srila Prabhupada do? He was 69 years old and he sat out in the ocean. He had 2 heart attacks, right? Arrived in the foreign land in his advanced age. When you're 69 years old, you just want to be done with it all. I just want to die. You know, just you've seen too much. You've been through too much. And no, he what did he say? He says fatigue is a sign of material consciousness. So if you feel tired and exhausted, no, he didn't feel tired and exhausted. He had youthful energy to carry out the order of the spiritual master. And so Srila Prabhupada brought us the message of Lord Chaitanya. And the message of Lord Chaitanya is Jeev Jago, Gaura Chandra Bole. You're all sleeping. Wake up, sleeping souls. You're sleeping on the lap of Maya. And he gave us the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that was the message of Lord Srila Prabhupada. One time one reporter asked Srila Prabhupada in 2nd Avenue, then why did you come to America, and how do you think this new religion will be welcomed by the local people? Why is it different from, you know, Christianity? That was a major dominant religion. And first of all, we're not so much of a religion, you know, institution, even though we try to institutionalize Krishna consciousness. You know, it's an individual effort. It's not just following rules and regulations. It has to be an individual effort. And Srila Prabhupada's answer was that I did not bring anything new. I'm not teaching anything new to the American people. This is not a new religion. I'm trying to simply remind you of of what you have forgotten. We have forgotten Krishna. You have forgotten Krishna. So Prabhupada said it is there already. It's not something new. It is already there in our heart, dormant. So Jeev Jago, and he brought the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And so when I speak, they often ask me to speak about Ainur Prabhu. I had years of association with Ainur Prabhu. Or they ask me to speak about the holy name, whatever meager realization I have. about the holy name. And I think when we Sunday feast, we should stick to Srila Prabhupada's teachings and not so much get into HG Prabhu and so on. Maybe in a home program we can talk about, Prabhu, tell me something about HG Prabhu's pastimes. HG Prabhu didn't have pastimes. Radha and Krishna have pastimes. The term is not correct, And what can we say about the holy name? I'm just a bungling, falling on my rear end, sadhaka, and but still, we're a society of many. We embrace many new people, and sometimes in other institutions of Gaudiya Sampradaya, they say, we have so many materialistic devotees in ISKCON. And yes, of course we have, because we're preaching widely. And the people who come to ISKCON, they just arrive from, very materialistic life. And it takes some time, it takes some effort for them to become eligible, purified. And so we are a movement of an ocean of neophytes. And I get a lot of questions about how to do this and how to do that, and Prabhu, how to control the mind and all these things. And I already told you probably last time, how do you get taste for chanting the holy name? How do you get taste? Anybody knows? By chanting only. Sometimes he uses as an excuse, oh Prabhu, I cannot chant, I don't have any taste. So how do you expect to have taste if you don't chant? It's just an excuse, because you're lazy or whatever it is. Or you're comfortable in your materialistic stupor and sleeping in the lap of Maya, and you want to come with all kinds of excuses not to make an effort. My spiritual master will save me. He cannot save you if you pretend to be sleeping. Wake up. No, I'm sleeping. I cannot open my eyes, I'm sleeping. Wake up. No. So you cannot open your eyes if you pretend. You cannot save a pretender who's not willing to be saved. So anyway, I had a nice quote here from Bhaktivinoda Thakur I wanted to read for you. Because most of us are on the platform of Anishtata, Bhajan. We all know about Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhav, Prem, So most of us, we had Sadhu Sangha in association with devotees, and we have taken up Bhajana Kriya. Bhajana Kriya starts when the spiritual master gives you initiation, but even before that it can start. You don't have to be initiated to come to the temple, attend the programs, do some menial service, help financially, whatever you can do. It's already bhajan. Any personal effort you make in connection with Krishna is bhajan. And then Anartha Nivritti comes, we have to weed out all these unwanted things. Wherein the creeper of bhakti, this bhakti lata beach, the seed, was planted by Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, Srila Prabhupada's books. Everybody became a devotee by reading Prabhupada's books. And then we further, we turn the nectar, we turn the butter, the milk, to turn some nectar, some rabri, not rabri, but first we get butter, but you go to Vrindavan, you see this big wok, right? And there's a Brijbasi sitting there with a big pot belly and nice mustache. And he's scraping the side of the wok, making the rabri very nicely. So we're churning down the milk to get the rabri, the essence of Krishna consciousness, to make it thicker and thicker. And then Anartha Nivritti, we try to get rid of these things. They're stopping us, our Bhaktilata beach, our creeper of devotion to grow. And there's so many things. And that's anartha vritti. And until these different anarthas are uprooted, our nishta or steady platform will not come. And so we have anishtata, bhajan, unsteady devotional service. So what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says is very good. This is from his Sharanagati. Where is it? So Bhaktivinoda Thakur Sharanagati from Adi Purana, he says, your mind is wandering all over the universe when you chant, correct? He says, chant anyway. He says, your mind is wandering to the past and future when you chant. Sounds familiar? Yes. He said, because the mind says, he said, and she said, and I said, and he said, and mind is gossiping. So your mind is wandering to the past and future when you chant. Chant anyway. You're not able to concentrate on Krishna's names while you chant, because the mind is going here and there. He says, chant anyway. You have no taste for chanting. Chant anyway. You have lusty desires. Welcome to the club. Okay. So chant anyway. You're making offenses in chanting. To be inattentive is also an offense. Chant anyway. You're not praying to Krishna to help you chant better. Chant anyway. You often chant late at night. See, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he knows everything. He says, chant anyway. Excuse me, legs there. So why? Why should you chant despite all the above obstacles? This is why. There is no vow like chanting the holy name, no knowledge superior to it, no meditation which comes anywhere near it, and it gives the highest result. You get the highest result. This is the easiest, the best method, the most effective method. There's simply nothing better. There's no better deal out there, okay? No penance is equal to it. And nothing is as potent or powerful as the holy name. Chanting is the greatest act of piety and the supreme refuge. Even the words of the Vedas do not possess sufficient power to describe its magnitude. Chanting is the highest path to liberation, peace, and eternal life. It is the pinnacle of devotion, the heart's joyous proclivity, an attraction and the best form of remembrance of the Supreme Lord. So what do we get by chanting? Srila Prabhupada said that you don't have to make any external effort to attain the highest realization. What is the highest realization? Krishna, realizing Krishna's eternal form and realizing your eternal form in the spiritual world. And that is our goal. You may not be aware of it, but that is what we have to get to attain. And by chanting, you get Nam, Rup, Guna, and Lila. You will realize Krishna's name are none different from his Guna, his beautiful form, his body, his transcendental spiritual body, his qualities, Guna. He has so many. He's Krishna, after all. He's the all-attractive person. All his qualities are there. And then his lila. And then when he comes into action, all these things comes into action. His pastimes with his devotees, the Brajabasis. And just by chanting the holy name, first of all, if you chant with offenses, you make very meager advancement. But nonetheless, you will make advancements. So even though you're chanting with offenses, aparadnam, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, keep going. Don't be like, oh my God, this is not working. And I can't do this. It's too difficult. Do it anyway. Chant anyway. Chant anyway. Chant anyway. Srila Prabhupada says, we tell people chant, and they say can't. You shouldn't be like can't. No, chant. Anyway, even if you can't, you chant. Whatever way you can, but don't give it up. Never stop. You commit offenses, and they say, oh Prabhu, I cannot chant. You know the story of Gopal Guru Goswami? Sometimes I tell this story. Mahaprabhu was going to the fields, right, in India, do your number 2 business in the fields. And of course, Mahaprabhu didn't have to do anything like that. There's no abominable activities like that for the spiritual world, especially not for Krishna. So, but he was going as like a pastime. And Gopal Das, he was observing because Mahaprabhu was coming, he was holding his tongue. And I said, my Lord, what are you doing? What are you holding your tongue? He says, I'm going to this impure place. And my tongue cannot stop chanting Krishna's name. So I don't want to contaminate, it's an offense. Right? Like you go to the bathroom, you don't take your japa beads and tulsi beads. It's a contaminated place. Right? So Mahaprabhu said, I don't want to chant Krishna's name because it's a dirty place. But it's my Lord, there's no hard and fast rules in chanting. You can chant anywhere. This chanting Krishna it sets rules. But the holy name was not different from Krishna, but in this sense is different because the holy name is more merciful and it doesn't take any offense. So even while you go to the bathroom, you can chant. And it's all now, my Lord, you chant. You can chant anywhere. And then Mahaprabhu says, oh, you're instructing me, and you're my guru. So therefore your name is Gopal Guru from now on. Not just Gopal Guru Goswami.
He was a little boy at the time.
Little boy, yes. And Yanchana Goswami also was his disciple later. He wrote a famous book. But this book, this is about Raganuga Sadhana, how you follow the different, kind of like the external way of how you attain perfection. Astakalya Lila Smaran, but we cannot really do Astakalya Lila Smaran. If you try it, you can try it. It's like Arjuna says, it's easier to control the mind than the wind. Easier to control the wind than the mind. And Astakalya Lila Smaran, now we can remember for maybe 1 minute. And then our mind is crazy. But by chanting, the holy name will give you the qualification. And then the guna, rupa, nam, and lila, all will be taking place due to the mercy of chanting the holy name. And the prescribed method is especially Sankirtan. We chant japa on our beach. It's very intimate. It's very nice. But when we come together, we were just chanting, everybody in unison. There's power. There's power, and I'm inspired by your calling out enthusiastically, and you enthused by my. So we mutually benefit from it. And then this is much more powerful than just chanting single-handedly on our japa. Of course, both have their roles. Ayendra Prabhu said, but this is Ayendra. Your japa is your nikunj seva, your personal service. And when you chant together, that's like the Maharas Lila. In the Maharas Lila, there's Rasa Lila, and it's not only Srimati Radharani's camp and followers are there, but Chandravali's camp and Shaibya and Padma and different girlfriends of Krishna and their followers are there. So everybody's included. So when we chant together, it's the Maharas. You can think of it that way. It's better if you think of it when we chant that first. We're chanting Krishna's name. And we can think of Gaura, who is Krishna. And when we chant Rama's name, we can think of Lord Nityananda. Because Srila Prabhupada explained, when you chant in front of Gaura Nitai, because they're so merciful, they don't take any offense. And actually we're not qualified to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Therefore we always chant in the beginning, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So they take no offense. That means at least we come to the Abhasnam platform, which is offense-less chanting, but it's not on the Shuddhanam platform, the pure chanting. It's pending, so to say. And from there, we get a little power. You get some spiritual shakti to chant, and then it's much easier. So anyway, you have to. 12:30 is Arati, huh? Oh boy, I wanted to sing more.
When the specialist comes, Arati will be silent, you can continue.
But the thing, Arati, you have to stand up. There should be no harmonium.
What I'm saying is,
I don't want to go against Srila Prabhupada's instructions, and we have to follow the vidis and the rules. Let's chant for 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes, okay? And then they blow the conch, we get down, we stand up. So I don't think I'm going to be able to sing Arati. I have a little headache. So I don't know, some of you? Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Taking it over time a little bit.
Raghunath wants you to sing.
Huh?
Raghunath wants you to sing.
How do you know?
Because it's time. 4 minutes.
You tell me what should I do.
Keep
Sing.
Sing. We don't get an opportunity.
It's on you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hari Hari Bol.
Okay, we did it.
So end with finishing a prayer, then Prashad.
We'll see. Me? Usually it's the children.
Yeah, I can see.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Krishna